The Tampa Bay Buccaneers season ended in disappointment with a 23-20 wildcard loss to the Washington Commanders. The game was a back-and-forth battle, but one play will haunt Baker Mayfield's dreams. In the fourth quarter, Mayfield fumbled. It was a crucial turnover. It happened on a botched jet sweep with rookie receiver Jayden McMillan. Mayfield took full responsibility for the mistake. He knows the magnitude of the moment. This fumble will sting for a while. It was a heartbreaker for the Bucs. The fumble overshadowed what was otherwise a decent performance by Mayfield. He finished the game with 18 completions on 30 attempts. He threw for 192 yards and 2 touchdowns. But in the playoffs, every mistake is magnified. And this fumble proved too costly to overcome. The Buccaneers season is over, and Baker Mayfield is left to ponder what might have been. He'll need to use this experience as fuel. The NFL is a tough business. Quarterbacks are judged on their ability to win big games. And right now, Mayfield's playoff resume is lacking. The fumble occurred at a pivotal moment in the game. The Buccaneers defense had just made a huge stop. They held strong on fourth down at their own 1-yard line. The momentum seemed to be shifting in Tampa Bay's favor. Then came the fumble. Bobby Wagner, Washington's veteran linebacker, pounced on the loose ball. He recovered it at the Tampa Bay 13-yard line. The Commanders capitalized on the short field. They scored a touchdown a few plays later. Just like that, Washington was back in the lead. The Buccaneers managed to tie the game with a field goal, but the Commanders kicked a game-winning field goal as time expired. That fumble proved to be the difference maker. It was a crushing blow for the Buccaneers. They had fought hard all season, but in the playoffs, one mistake can be the difference between advancing and going home. Baker Mayfield's season had its share of ups and downs. He started the year with the Carolina Panthers, but he was released after a disappointing stint. The Buccaneers signed him as a backup. But an injury to starter Jameis Winston thrust Mayfield back into a starting role. Mayfield showed flashes of brilliance throughout the season. He threw for over 2,000 yards and 13 touchdowns. He led the Buccaneers to some impressive victories, but he also struggled with consistency. He threw 9 interceptions, and his decision-making was questionable at times. Despite the challenges, Mayfield remained a vocal leader for the Buccaneers. He encouraged his teammates, and he never stopped believing in himself. But the NFL is a results-oriented business, and Mayfield's individual performance wasn't enough to get the Buccaneers over the hump. Amidst the disappointment of the playoff loss, there were some bright spots for the Buccaneers. Rookie wide receiver Jayden McMillan emerged as a legitimate playmaker. He developed a strong rapport with Mayfield. McMillan finished the season with 43 catches for 601 yards and 4 touchdowns. He is a promising young player, and he has a bright future ahead of him. After the game, Mayfield was visibly emotional. He shouldered the blame for the loss, but he also expressed pride in his teammates. He spoke about the resilience they showed throughout the season. He praised the young players who stepped up in key moments. Mayfield's words were a reminder that even in defeat, there are valuable lessons to be learned. The Buccaneers may have fallen short of their ultimate goal, but they have a lot to build on for next season, and with Baker Mayfield leading the way, they'll be a team to watch out for.